Okay, so there may be some background noise coming in. I hope there isn't. I just started the video because I'm hoping to catch a short trade. We're getting a pullback now on the MNQ on the 1 minute. You can see here is the basis line, this red line, and usually if it gets pulled below that basis line, we will get triggered into a trade. Now, this was a huge down candle, so I don't know if it is going to drag everything down. That was a 27-point candle. I'm just going to stick with this for a minute because our indicator at the bottom of the chart has gone red, indicating a bearish sentiment. So I am going to stick with this. If we do get a solid sell signal, I will enter the trade live, but I'm not for sure that we're going to get it, but it looks like we might. So I'm just going to hold tight here for a minute and see if it continues it down or if that was just an adjustment. Usually if the market pulls down to the red basis line, we're going to either get a rejection or it will push through if there's any momentum. And right now it looks like we just may be consolidating along that basis line, but we'll wait and see exactly what happens here for a few minutes. I have a Zoom meeting going on the other my other computer, and that's why you may hear some talking in the background. So
yeah, it's pretty cool. I did it because when I was testing.
Okay, come on, let's get one here.
Just look at the signal and go, yep, that's a trade.
Let's get one here.
Just go right through and fly. It was great.
See, it just doesn't want to break through to the downside. We are getting red now on our temperature gauge over here. So we may get it. It's just a matter of, are we going to get anything dramatic? I have on the side, I've got a 3 contract trade set up with a 25 stop loss and 25 take profit. We can adjust that if, once we're in the trade, we can easily adjust this. I'm using the Trade-Evate trading option on tradingview.com. It's a 25K Apex eval account that I have connected to this. You can trade Trade-Evate. You can trade Trade-Evate accounts on TradingView very easily. So you have a chart-based interface. All you need to do is go into the settings of your Trade-Evate account, and there's a tab that says Add-ons. You go into the Add-ons tab and click Activate, I believe it is, and it's free. And once you've done that, then when you're in your Trading View account, down along the bottom, there's a link that allows you to log in to different brokerage accounts, and one of them will be Trade-Evate. You simply click on the Trade-Evate logo and enter your Apex login details or whatever trading firm you happen to be trading it on. You enter the login details that they will provide you, and then this will log into TradingView or Trade-Evate rather, and then you'll see there's a little button here called Trade, and when you click on that, you'll get this panel that will pop up on the right, just to the right of your chart. And it'll have different, different options. You can check those out. I typically use the market with the number of contracts here, and then you click here for a take profit and stop loss, and then it will show you the risk that you have in the trade. In this case, it's $150 risk, which is equal, this is a 1-to-1 trade you'll see here. And it's very easy then. You'll see once I'm in a contract how you can manage the contract, but I don't think we're going to get a trade out of this. I'll sit tight just a little while longer, but I don't want to stay in it too long if we're not going to get triggered in. Okay, let's see here. We're pulling back to the basis line here, but you see what's happening. We're getting these these really small-bodied candles with wicks on either side, which is kind of indicating to me that we're going to be consolidating possibly for a little bit. You can see the difference here between these candles and these particular candles here, where there's very large bodies on them, and there's a large wick, but it's usually only on one side. Like when it's going up, you'll typically only see the wicks on the upside, and when you're going down, you'll see it the other way. What they're doing is they're probing for liquidity. So here they're looking up to see if there's price acceptance up there, and then it'll pull back. Price acceptance. And so if they're getting price acceptance, this will keep going up. Okay? And then ultimately, when it gets to the top, you'll see how there's a rounding pattern, and you're usually going to get one or more candles with a fairly large wick to the top, which is them getting liquidity, which is the energy they need to then bring this back down. And I don't know if we got enough liquidity here to only generate this bar or not. So that's what we're holding tight. I know it's been a few minutes here. I'm just going to it's been 6 minutes, so I'll hang in there another 4 minutes. If we don't get a trade, what I'm going to do is I'll just pause the video until we get another trade, if I'm in front of my computer, that we can hopefully catch. So let's see what's going to happen here. We're just drifting slightly up, but I don't know if it's enough to make a breakout here in either direction. So we'll just wait and hold tight another minute or two. Let me just look at one other chart here just to see if there's any indication of what might be happening. We did have a big, oh, here we go. This could be it. There is the signal, but notice how it just flashed on and off. I want to wait till this candle closes with that illuminated. So I'm going to go ahead and enter because I am here. You can see we're already at $37. I'm going to move my stop loss and get it ready just because I don't want to go negative if I can avoid it. So we're now back to $24, $13. I'm afraid it's going to pull back on us. But if it does, we're just going to hang tight. I'm not going to panic in any way. We did get this big bar. We're now up to $27, $18, kind of just fluctuating. I may have waited too long to get my entry here. Let's see what happens. Come on, push down, push down. If this gets above 30 again, I am going to move my stop into that area. I'm just going to back my stop off, give this thing a little room. Okay, we got another sell signal, so it looks like hopefully this is going to continue down. Come on and push. Just kind of ran out of any steam at all. So let's see what's going to happen here. It does look like this is starting to hinge down a little bit. There's a sell signal illuminated again. Come on and push. Come on and push. We're at $34. Come on, push, 40, 42, 80, 100. Come on, keep going, hit our target. Come on, I'm going to move the target down. And trail this with my stop loss. Come on, we're at $120. Come on. Here we go, $144 now. Moving the stop loss back. Shit, stopped out at $140. Wow. Yeah, look, well, we got the X there, which the X indicates the first take profit. So I got pretty close to maximum. So that was a 3 contract, oh shit, we're getting another push down. I may have got out too early. Well, I'm never going to be upset at making $150 in about 2 minutes there, not even. Not even. Now, you will notice that how this was redrawing, how we initially got the down entry signal on this particular candle here, and it was flashing on and off because what was happening? Okay, let's just watch this candle. See how it'll push down, then it will pull back. It'll push down, and then it'll pull back. And that's what was happening here. It was pushing down and pulling back. Well, every time that pulls back, that resets the algo and the sell indicator to say, oh no, it's not an entry. I decided to get in either way on that candle because it was illuminated long enough and it looked like that bar was going to close, but it ended up not doing so and it carried over to here. And in fact, it actually pulled back a little from where I entered. It never got close to our stop loss by any means because we placed the stop loss at the edge of this this band, this cloud here. So we never got close. We were at a little bit of drawdown. I don't know. It was maybe $18 to $20 at the maximum, but fairly nice trade. Let's just measure how many points was that. Whoa, dude. It ultimately went to 68 points, man. And I had 3 contracts, which is $6. And it went, where's my phone to do a quick calculation? Or I can maybe do this. So I want to say it was somewhere between 140. Let's just assume it was 140 that it ultimately went. 140 divided by 6. So I got 23 points. And then you can see the reason I was very cautious, I'm going to close this out to give us a little bit more room. You can see how it was going back and forth, and it had stalled out. And so I thought we'd get one more bar. I never in a million years thought we'd get 2 full bars. So I guess I stopped out a little early, but I'm never, ever in a million years going to complain about $150 in what was that? 2 minutes. Okay, now. We did miss a trade. I was busy this morning doing some things with the family and I got distracted. And so right at the open on the 1 minute chart, we did get triggered into a long. And I actually missed this trade and I'm very upset about it. So let's just go to the top of the candle. Assume the worst case entry imaginable. Okay. You can see what happened. We got our first take profit on this candle right here. You can see the red X indicating that. That was 31 points. The market then did consolidate for, probably 10 to 15 minutes. And then we got another really nice push up to right here that ultimately would have resulted in 93 points of profit if someone stayed in it. Which, remember, you're never going to catch the entire move. You're never going to get in at the perfect entry, and you're never going to take the entire move. And surely when it started to consolidate for this length of time, most people probably would have gotten out somewhere during that time period, which still would have yielded them 30 points, which is not bad at all. So right off the open, and then we just got another down. So let's see what's happening now. You can see it pushed down, leveled off, pulled back fairly substantial, and it looks like now maybe it's making another push down to the downside on us. So I'm going to log off. This video is already getting longer than I had hoped. I'll try and get another trade live, but I'm going to be busy this afternoon. We've got to take my daughter off to college, so I'm going to be tied up. If you do email or message me, you may get a little slower delay than normal. If I can't respond on my phone, it will be a couple hours for me to respond because I'll be on the road and busy with some family matters. So, the other thing I want to say, the AccuTrader system is going up in price. Today is the last day at the pre-sale price. It will be going up. So if you want to get it, lock in as soon as possible. And if you do buy, if I don't activate you with the invite-only indicator on TradingView immediately, it's simply because I'm tied up. I'll email you if you do order just to confirm I received your message and that I will be activating the indicator for everyone as soon as possible. So I'm just going to stick with this a little longer as it looks like we're continuing to push down. Well, it hasn't gone. It looks like it's gone more. We're now at 70 points, but with this big retracement here, it looks like it's gone down further than it actually has. It retraced 30 points, but you can see now how the basis line of our algo is now considerably pointing downward, and you can see how the cloud is shifting also. So we were going up here, trending up, shifting, consolidating, and now it's hinged to the downside. You can see we had two green lines on our secondary indicator down here, but now it's solid red, and you can also see on our gauge how it's solid red, and how the indicator and the gauge is probably at 75%, almost to the top, indicating a fairly strong push to the downside. So thanks, everyone. Thanks to everyone who's purchased the AccuTrader system and everyone who's liked and subscribed. I really appreciate it. So talk to you soon. Coach Chris out.